Lagos PDP alleges plot by APC to deny non-Yoruba residents of PVC voting. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. The Presidential Democratic Party PDP Lagos West Senatorial candidate Deacon Shagun Adewale has accused the All Progressives Congress APC and the stage of plot to disenfranchise non-Yoruba speaking residents from voting at the forthcoming election. Adewale, in a chat with journalists, also accused the Lagos All Progressive Congress of conniving with some officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to issue permanent voters cards to members and loyalists of their party in their private residence. He explained that the All Progressive Congress, during the recently concluded PVC registration exercise, made spirited attempt to deny some non-Yoruba speaking ethnic nationalities in the popular market in Lagos of registration. He said, and I quote, "We also have it on good authority that the All Progressive Congress connived with some unscrupulous INEC officials to take registration machines to their private residences for the registration of their members and loyalists, even in the ongoing PVC collection exercise. There are reports of PVC of suspected non-Yoruba speaking Lagos residents being destroyed to decimate the voting strength of the opposition People Democratic Party. It is a no-brainer that non-Yoruba speaking groups have always contributed largely to PDP's vote. At the polling units, the All Progressive Congress would usually deploy a lot of funds to bribe the polling agents of opposition parties, security officials, and any compromised electoral officer. Despite the introduction of BVAs and electronic transmission of results, the manual counting and collation of results, as witnessed in the Osun case, has only represented rigging hitherto witnessed at the collation centers in another form. One wonders why the BVA cannot print out results on election day. The BVAs only becomes useful as evidence in court, where APC has perfected the act of manipulating justice. Commenting on the judgment of the Osun State Governorship Election Tribunal, Adewale described the judgment as travesty of justice, noting that it uncovers APC tactics of desperation to hold on to power. The travesty of justice from the Osun State Governorship Election Tribunal has again exposed the All Progressive Congress as a party desperate to hold on to power by all means, despite its admissible failure at all levels. Suffice it to say that the All Progressive Congress has surpassed all records of electoral malfeasance in Nigeria. The All Progressive Congress rigging machinery has become infamous for its brazen and pervasive use of state institutions to perpetuate its evil agenda in the last 8 years. Having contested for the Federal House of Representatives and Senate in 2011 and 2015 respectively, I can boldly recount the way it all played out, being a victim of the ACN-APC rigging machinery. I can boldly assert that the rigging actually was perpetuated right from the polling units to the coalition centers, where my victory was eventually obtained. Even when I filed a petition at the tribunal, the CTC copy of the INEC result declaring me the winner was stolen by the court clerk in connivance with the All Progressive Congress and the judge's office. Going to the next election, we must take lessons from the Osun government to counter the rigging machinery of the All Progressive Congress. It is unfathomable that the judges, rather than call for a wholesome audit of the BVA's report for all the polling units used for the election, decided to focus on the areas faulted by APC and areas where votes were deducted from the People Democratic Party. Even with the evidence before the court, the worst scenario would have been a rerun in the affected areas, but that was not to be. The basis of the Osun judgment was shown that the BVA's technology may not be foolproof after all. While accreditation of voters and transmission of results are done electronically, collation and counting of those are still done manually and are still susceptible to manipulation. To forestall a repeat of what happened in Osun, opposition party polling agents should ensure that the collated and counted votes do not exceed BVA's accredited votes. He stated further, for the Lagos All Progressive Congress, despite having over 700 elected councillors, 57 elected chairmen of local government areas and local government development areas, 40 House of Assembly and 24 House of Representative members, 3 senators and the national leader Asiwaju Bola Tinubu several billions nationwide, his seemingly popularity and acceptance, one would have thought the party would rely on the strength of its elected officers to win elections. It is sickening to note, however, that rather than the All Progressive Congress candidate contesting in a free and fair election, the battle up for rigging and the rigging actually starts from the point of voters' registration. At this juncture, it is important to expose different mediums and means through which such infractions are perpetrated. Unarguably, the Lagos All Progressive Congress harbors and deploys the highest number of touts and thugs for election purposes. These thugs are deployed to attack the opposition party campaigns and destroy campaign billboards and posters. The thugs unleash mayhem with reckless abandon while the security operatives look the other way, putting the opposition party candidates and their supporters at risk of losing their lives. While not casting aspersions on the ability of INEC to conduct a credible election, it is worth revealing that some bad eggs will easily compromise at the dangling of the All Progressive Congress carrot. It is therefore expected that the polling agents would insist that the elections are conducted by the INEC officials in accordance with the electoral laws anytime an infraction is noticed. The All Progressive Congress will sometimes use a federal might to influence an election through the appointment of commissioners of police and deployment of officers for some purpose of election assignment. Some police officers are sympathetic to the cause or have a link with an influential member of the ruling party. Some of these police officers go about arresting opposition politicians before, during, and after the election. The All Progressive Congress plays its last card on election rigging through the judiciary. With a humongous and ending vote, I want to also state unequivocally that a party, All Progressive Congress, will break the bank to get favorable judgment at the tribunal up to the Supreme Court. Only men of integrity and good conscience, ready to dispense justice without fear or favor, will stand up to be counted when the billions are flying. Given the foregoing, I make bold to say that since 1999, the APC has never won an election in Lagos without rigging. Unfortunately, the All Progressive Congress has always done it with the support of some PDP saboteurs who have been compromised as polling agents. These saboteurs decided to sell their birthright for the peanuts offered to them by the All Progressive Congress at the polling unit. However, the unfortunate thing is that we all have to suffer for it every 4 years. My clarion call on the People's Democratic Party is to rejig and rework our winning formula by changing the old polling agents we have used in the past 8 years to avoid compromise by the All Progressive Congress. We must remain vigilant and focused to put an end to the inglorious era of the All Progressive Congress. For us in the Lagos State People Democratic Party, we owe Lagosians who have suffered the lack of qualitative leadership and representation in tight grips of the All Progressive Congress. The people yearnings for a governor, senator, House of Reps, and member of House of Assembly of their own from the People's Democratic Party will only come to pass if we keep our eyes on the ball. This is eye-opening now. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news.